Okay guys, so this is the last video for section 4.3. Just like in 4.2 when we solved systems by substitution when we had a word problem, we can do the same thing. We can solve word problems by elimination. Okay, so that's the very last problems in our notes for section 4.3. So let's check it out. Solve the following using the elimination method. And the first thing that we have to do is write the system. Okay, so let's look at some key words and underline some important things when we read through this problem. A 100-point test contains a total of 20 questions. The multiple choice questions are worth 3 points each, and the short response questions are worth 8 points each. So I've got 100-point test, total of 20, multiple choice are 3 points, short answer are worth 8 points. Okay, so define your variables. Write and solve the system represented in the scenario. So I think about a couple different things. I think about we're dealing with points, and then we're dealing with total questions. And so when I think about the total points, I've got 100 points. So that's going to be the total points. And when I think of total questions, I've got 20 questions. And then I'm going to think about the types of questions. So I know there are multiple choice questions, and then there are short answer questions. And right away, that kind of gives me my variables. X is multiple choice, and Y is short answer. And then in terms of points, we know 3 points for each multiple choice and 8 points for each short answer. Okay, and right there is my system. And then it does want us to solve. This one we're going to solve. And notice I need to get coefficients the same. It's not too bad because if I have a 3x here and an x here, we know we can multiply just by a 3. Let's do a -3. So then I'm going to have my system be 100 equals 3x plus 8y, and my other one, distribute that -3, I will have -60 equals -3x minus 3y. And then we get to add these equations together. 100 plus a -60 gives me 40 equals 3x plus a -3x, those x's eliminate. 8y plus a -3y is 5y divided by 5. 8 equals y. So we know we've got 8 short answer. And then we're going to use this equation to find x. 20 equals x plus 8. Subtract 8. I've got 12 multiple choice. And that's kind of my answers to part B and C. How many multiple choice questions are there on the test? X equals 12, so 12 multiple choice questions. How many short answer? Well, y equals 8, so 8 short answer. And that's it. Let's check out the next problem. And again, we're going to set up the same exact thing, and let's underline some key information. You purchase 5 pounds of apples. Whoa! Right? You purchase 5 pounds of apples and 2 pounds of oranges for $9. Your friend purchases 5 pounds of apples and 6 pounds, and her total is $17. Define your variables, write and solve the system. So now what we're talking about is you and your friend. Those are the two things we're talking about. And I'm talking about then apples and oranges. So that's going to be my variables. X equals apples, Y equals oranges. And so we've got 5 apples, 5x, plus 2 pounds of oranges, 2y, equals 9. And then we've got 5 pounds of apples plus 6 pounds of oranges equals 17. Okay, that's my system. and then we're going to solve it. Notice we're in luck because we've got coefficients that are the same, so we just get to subtract these equations. 5x minus 5x eliminates my x. 2y minus 6y gives me negative 4y. 9 minus 17 gives me negative 8. Divide by negative 4, y equals 2. Remember what the y was. And then substitute it to find my x. So I've got 5x plus 2 times 2, which is my y. 5x plus 4 equals 9. Subtract the 4. Divide by 5. What is the price per pound for apples? Apples cost $1 per pound. And then price per pound for oranges. Oranges cost $2 per pound. Okay, just from my solving the systems of equations. Good job, guys. Let's check out another one. You buy 8 daisies and 15 lilies for $193. Oh, my friend again buys some daisies and lilies for $117. To find your variables, write and solve. So it's very similar to the last one, right? We've got you and then your friend. And then we've got daisies is x and lilies for y. So I've got 8x plus 15y equals 193. 3x for the friend plus 12y equals 117. Okay, and now we get to solve our system. Let's check out our variables. This one isn't too nice, right? I've got 8 and 3. So I've got to multiply both of these equations by something. 8, we could multiply this by 3, and the 3 will multiply by a negative 8. Distribute that 3, we're going to get 24x plus 45y equals 579. And then my other one multiplied by a negative 8, I'll get a negative 24x minus 96y equals negative 936. Check out our coefficients. If I add these, it's going to eliminate our x variable, which is what I want. 45y plus a negative 96y gives me negative 51y. 579 plus a negative 936 gives me a negative 357. Divided by negative 51, y equals 7. 7 for lilies. And then I'm just going to pick this top equation to find my x. 8x plus 15 times 7 equals 193. 8x plus 105 equals 193. Subtract the 105, and I'll get 88. Divide by 8, and I'll get 11. And that helps me answer. What is the price per lily? Well, lilies was $7. $7 per lily. And price per daisy is $11 per daisy. Okay, awesome job. And we've got one more to chat about. As a fundraiser, students are selling tickets to a carnival. Adult tickets cost $5 each, and children's tickets cost $3 each. On Monday, the students sold a total of 22 tickets, and the total cost was $74. The system of equations below represents this situation. Which of the following statements is true? And so we can look at this system. Here's our system, and kind of just break it down a little bit. We know the total number of tickets was the second equation, and the total cost was that first equation. And I'm just piecing together to see how this one had the 74, so I match that up. This one's the 22, match that up. And now we need to figure out which one of these statements is true. So it says they sold twice as many Oh, do we have to solve this? We might need to solve this. Like it says, they sold more than 4 times as many yet. So let's solve this, guys. Okay. Down here, I'll rewrite it. I think we'll need to solve it to answer these questions. Not bad to solve this one because these have a coefficient of 1. So let's multiply this bottom equation by -3. So then I'll have 5a plus 3c equals 74. That one stays the same. -3a minus 3c equals -66. This is my system, and I'll add these together because that'll get rid of these c's. So 5a plus a -3a gives me 2a. Our c's eliminate. 74 plus a -66 gives me 8. Divide by 2, a equals 4. And that's cost of an adult. Cost of adult ticket. And then if I go right here, 4 plus c equals 22. C equals 18. C equals 18. Oh, not cost, maybe number. Yeah, number of child tickets. So then we can answer these questions. They sold twice as many adult tickets as children's tickets. Well, that's not true because adult tickets are less than the children. They sold more than 4 times as many children's tickets as adult tickets. So if I do 4 times 4, that gives me 16. This is more, so this is true. Let's keep going. They sold more adult tickets than children's tickets. Not true. They made $60 on children's tickets. We can plug that in. We can check. 18 times C, so we'll do 18 times 3. 54, so not true, so it has to be B. Okay, great job, guys. We will practice some more problems with word problems when we solve systems of equations. Great job.